Hello, dear students. I am Manoranjan Ray, Director, PM Academy, Vasai, Mumbai Western Suburb. Today, through the YouTube, I am introducing a topic. Those who are aspirants to become IAS. Today's topic is how to be an IAS officer. Now, I am introducing this topic through the YouTube channel. The reason is that I want to make our lot of the students about the IAS or how to prepare about the IAS. As I am giving this introduction through the YouTube channel, I want to tell my the viewers that I have the teaching experience. I myself have the teaching experience of 20 years, various colleges of the various degree colleges of Mumbai University and SNDT University. So while teaching to the students, I have come across around 30 to 40,000 students. Some of the students are the level of undergraduate, maybe plus 3 second year, plus 3 third year, commerce student, art student. They ask very questions, very funny questions, very questions like what is an IAS, what is an IPS, which one is the more powerful, what facilities are available, what benefits you will get. So this type of questions are asked by the students because I have come across a lot of students and they are asking this type of questions at undergraduate level, particularly plus 3 second year and the third year students. So now that also raises a question to my mind. When the students are appearing civil services exam, that means the students those are studying plus 3 third year, whether it is the art, science or the commerce, are eligible to appear the civil services exam. In this case, if the third year students are eligible to appear the exam and once they appear, they are selected at the completions of the third year, so they can be IAS and IPS. And at the same time, when the students of the plus 3 second year and third year students, those are asking the questions how to be an IAS, how to be an IPS, which one is the more powerful, what benefits are available, what benefits, which will give them more benefits. Now I think that actually those are asking these questions, there is a big lack in their the thinking, in their the mind, in their that means about the exams and all these things. They have know nothing actually. If this type of the students at plus 3 second year, plus 3 third year level ask these the questions and they plan to appear civil services exam in the future, it is my opinion that they have to work hard, they have to put a lot of efforts. Minimum 3 years they have to prepare to be successful because their foundations need to be strong. They have to study a lot of things besides they are the textbooks, besides the civil services syllabus, are following the various books, reference books, magazines, newspapers. So minimum 3 years is a must to be successful for the students who are asking this type of questions. Now I am not also focusing that type of the students. Now I am focusing to all the students all over the India that if the students want to appear the civil services exam, first they have to think. They have to think without thinking, because when we particularly think about when we are planning something, planning comes after thinking. Thereafter, my suggestion is that first you think about an IPS officer, IAS officer or IPS officer. You think yourself how to be an IAS, how to be an IPS, but you don't think actual. You don't also, that means don't try to think at the stage of plus 3 second year, plus 3 third year. You try to think when you pass out 10th, because if you think again and again after the 10th, then that will also generate a, that means interest in your the mind, and that can motivate you for the civil services exams. Once you start also thinking after the 10th how to prepare for the civil services, how to appear the civil services, then at this stage, plus 2 second year, you can start the preparation of NCRT. Then after the completions of the plus 2 at the degree levels, so you can, that means chalk out your the optional papers. You can also plan out for your the, that means for the GS papers. So my suggestion is that actually, if the students, even I am also advising to the children, those are passed, those are appearing the 10th exams, so immediately you have to appear after the, that means after 5 and 6 years, but at least you think that I want to be an IAS officer, I want to be an IPS officer. When you think again and again, there's something that means interest will be generated in your the mind, and that will naturally help you to motivate or to orient you to that means orient you or to motivate you to appear for the civil service or to prepare for the civil services. So when that means interest is generated by continuous thinking, then that interest will help you for the motivation. So motivation is nothing extra. So generally various lectures, various professors give the motivational lectures to motivate. When the students are not interested, how to motivate? So the interest is generated when the student think again and again. When you think again and again, then you have to plan as per your the thinking. When you start also planning, a person when plans actually, that means interest is there. When interest is there, you start planning. Then when planning is there, then you will be the successful. So that means nothing extra is also needed. First, in this YouTube channel, it is my the first lectures to my the, that mean early aspirants, like I am just also suggesting to the 10th pass out or the 12th pass out students, at least you start also thinking at this stage if you are interested to be an, or you are dreaming to be an IAS and IPS officer. Thank you very much. I will meet you in the next lecture with syllabus and the preparation of the exclusively for the prelim exams in my the second lecture. Thank you.